Hi TYB, how are you going with 1 and 2 Kings? Are you experiencing these books? Like I said before, it's like watching a television series and you've got everything involved. There's incest and adultery and murders and everything's happening, and you've got good kings and bad kings. And genuinely, as you walk through, you're like, please let this king do right in the eyes of the Lord. No, he's evil again. And then you walk again, and then the next, no, he's evil again. You get this sense of a roller coaster ride. Imagine God sitting up in heaven going, come on, people. And you can imagine him going, I can't wait until Jesus comes back and fixes all of this. I can't wait until this 500 years later and this is done. So I want to grab some pinnacle stories in this. As you read it, don't just get so caught in it that you overread it or, not overarch it. So golden calves, I want you to notice the story of the golden calves and remember Exodus. When I read the story of the golden calves, I'm like, are you kidding me? Did you not learn from Exodus? Now we have a king who is making golden calves again? Did he not read in Exodus what happened? You have these repeated mistakes that Israel keeps doing, and it's frustrating. Read in chapter 13, the man of God, the prophet of God, that comes in and prophesies and then does the wrong thing and gets eaten by a lion. I mean, this is like the most incredible television series. Reading the Bible, I love it. The Age of the Kings. Now highlight, guys, trash your Bible, so highlight the different things that they tell you about the kings, because it's going to be a cycle. Do you remember in Judges where they had the cycle of what was happening in the year and all of that sort of stuff with the judges? You're going to hear the same cycle in Kings. So you're going to hear they're a king of Israel or Judah, how long they're in reign, are they good, are they bad, what they did good, what they did bad. And I want you to go through and highlight those. Now, I want you to notice the contrast between the prophets and the kings. You've got to remember that this is God's kingdom. And what happens is the kings do evil and the prophets start to rise up. So you're going to start to see these complete contrasts and even battles between the prophets and the kings. And as you read it, when you read the battle between the prophets of Baal and Elijah, and it's this incredible moment where Elijah comes down and he's pouring, and read it, he's taunting them. He's like, maybe your God's gone to sleep. Maybe he's not here today. He's taunting them, and then God comes down. God does miracles in the midst of all of this mess to show us that no matter what's happening here on earth, he's still in control. So you're going to, raising the dead, you've got chariots. When Elijah goes, he goes off in chariots. I mean, some say Elijah doesn't actually die. Read that. He just goes to heaven. Imagine that moment. You've got, as I said, miracles. You've got sieges happening. You are going to love these. Now, at the end of this book, there's 2 pinnacle points that I want you to stop and really reflect. Chapter 17 of 2 Kings talks about the sin of the nation, and they end up going into exile. And this is what has been prophesied by the prophets time and time again. Repent or you're going to go into exile. Repent or you're going to go into exile. And 2 Kings talks about it, that the kingdom actually goes into exile. And that the first kingdom that goes into exile is the kingdom of Israel. And that's the 10 kingdoms. They go into exile and Judah is left. And King Hezekiah kind of turns Judah back around and says, we've got to go back to God. But unfortunately, by the end of 2 Kings, you've got both of them in exile. So this is a history lesson in what we stand on today, our faith. This is, like I said before, our ancestry. Have a ball in these books. It's a book containing everything you'll need. You're going to absolutely love it, and have fun finishing 1 and 2 Kings.